Hey everybody, we're back. So hey, happy Thanksgiving again. So just wanted to jump on and let you know what's going down. So turkey is on the green egg. It is smoking now. About to crack open a tin of Old Dark Fired. I've never had it, so that'll be a good, interesting experience. And I'm going to crack open my wild turkey rare breed. I've never had that either. So let me get all this stuff cracked up, sampled, get going, and I'll let you know what I think. Catch you in a minute. Hit my damn music. Before we get to packing this thing up, just wanted to show it to you. Look at that. Beautiful looking flakes. Nice size. Smells fantastic. Let's see how it tastes. Gonna throw some pictures in right here of the bird and going on to the green egg and all that good, happy, fun stuff. So, gonna let this old Kentucky old dark fired. I'm gonna let this dry out about 10 minutes. It's a little moist. Let's go ahead and pop this, right? Love that sound. It's a wild turkey, rare breed. This is barrel proof. It's not cut with any water. It's just straight out of the barrel. 116.8 proof. So this is one of the Jimmy Russell. He's the master blender down there at the master distiller down there at Wild Turkey. I'm a fan of Wild Turkey. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people turn their nose up at it, but if you like bourbon, don't sell Wild Turkey short. It's got a very good history and it's very good. Even bourbon snobs will tell you behind closed doors that they enjoy Wild Turkey. It's a great. Now this one's a step up from just regular Wild Turkey, obviously, but Wild Turkey like 101 is a great all-day sipper. Everyday sipper, not all-day sipper. You don't want to be sipping on it all day. And I like the Wild Turkey rye and throw some ginger ale in that. That's my highball of choice. And I drink quite a bit of that at Halloween. You see the smoke behind me right in there? Turkey getting going. Let's take a sip of this. Really, really, really oaky. You can taste the barrel in that. You get a little bit of vanilla, but really woody, oaky, and it's got a little zing. It's telling you it's not 80 or 90 proof. That sip this because it's here for the party, so to speak. So anyhow, had a little tongue bite this morning. Smoked probably a few too many pipes this morning, so you can definitely tell when you put a little bourbon on a tongue. It's a little bit tender. Yeah, how that feels, but not going to stop me from smoking pipes or smoking turkey. You can see it back there smoking. There it is. Anyhow, folks, let me get this old dark fire dried out. We'll pack up a bowl. Gonna smoke it in my Brevia Fat Bob. Love this pipe. It's Noche. The Fat Bob Noche. It is 9mm. It is probably my best smoking pipe. Kid you not. It's probably my best smoking pipe. In fact, right now it is my best smoking pipe that I think I have. We'll be back. Hopefully you enjoyed the pictures. There'll be more to come later. Hey, we're back. Bird's doing its thing, so I'm doing my thing. I would tell you, half a bowl into this old dark fired, I'm impressed. I'll have to admit, I was intimidated of this blend for a year plus. I've heard people talk about it, rant and rave about it. I'm not, when I hear old dark fired, it's probably the name that put me off a little bit. I'm not a big nicotine guy. I don't want that bam punch in the face. It's not why I smoke a pipe. I smoke a pipe for the taste and for the enjoyment. And the relaxation. I don't want a nicotine slap in the face. It's not what I do. I'm not an ex-cigarette smoker. But this doesn't do that. Man, I would tell you what I'm getting out of this. The Burley, Virginia, really, really fine quality tobaccos. Anything in the McBaren HH line is going to be higher quality tobaccos. You get a really nice smoky taste, and well, that's kind of weird because it throws people off. People think there's a lot of Kia in this. There's not. It is the dark fired Kentucky Burley that's putting off that smokiness, and it's a really pleasant smokiness. Aside from that, it's a really nuanced blend. It's a little sharp around the edges, just a little, what I call sharp. It's dry, it's woody, it's got a little bit of nuttiness in there, and that nutty smokiness is just really pleasant, really good. And here is the hidden gem, those doggone Virginias. These are the Virginias I like, and they're tangy, sweeter. This is a lot more sweet than I would have expected by the name Old Dark Fire. A little more sweet. Of course, I'm doing more talking than smoking. But, while the Burley's good in it, that doggone Virginia is just as good in this. It is that nice, what I like to call green grass sweetness. Always reminds me of a kid. We lived on this big hill, and big in my opinion. It's probably not huge, but it was a good sized hill. We would roll down that hill and play on it all summer and just roll in the grass. That's what this reminds me of. That almost, when you smell that really sweet green grass smell, you get that sweetness in your mouth. It reminds me of rolling down a hill in Ohio in the summertime, just carefree and enjoying life. Too soon to tell if this will crack my top 10, but I gotta tell you, I'm gonna smoke a lot more of this. I'm glad I finally put a tin in the cart. I'm glad I finally gave it a try. I'm glad I didn't let it intimidate me. So if that dark fired Kentucky, and that's the component that has always kind of intimidated me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Hell, we all like different stuff. Perique's another one. Doesn't intimidate me, but I'm not a huge Perique head. Bayou Morning made me sick as a dog, but they use, you're comparing Cornell and Deal to McBaren HH. So that's a big step up to McBaren in quality of tobacco, and it shows in this blend, in my opinion. But it has the components that I love in a tobacco, and that is that smoky kind of nuttiness with that sweetness that's right in the background with it. And they just play so well together. It's like peanut butter and jelly, man. You can't have peanut butter without jelly. And the little dog's sitting here. I don't know if she wants a drink of bourbon or a puff of the pipe, but she's been sitting here whining. I'm sure you've heard her. I don't know. She smells the turkey. The turkey smells fantastic, by the way. Smoke's kind of dying out on it, so it's just doing its thing right now. A couple more hours. We talked to you about the wild turkey rare breed. Again, I like bourbon. I like scotch. I'm a snob of neither. When it comes to scotches, a good blended scotch to me is just as good sometimes as a good single malt. I go by the taste. I don't try to go by. I seen a post on Facebook today where a guy said if you buy a briar pipe anything less than $100, it's a piece of crap. That is so far from the truth, and it just, I had to comment on that and said you are so wrong. I've got pipes, plenty of Chris Morgan pipes, plenty of the Bones series. I've got pipes that are well under $100 that smoke just as good. I'd put them up against any Savinelli, Peterson, Dunhill. You pick the manufacturer, and I'll put them up against them. They're good pipes. And conversely, there's pipes that are more than $100 that are junk. They smoke where you can't pass a pipe cleaner. They smoke wet. They're terrible. You hate them, and they just sit there and collect dust. So that's kind of where I'm going, and I make this analogy with the wild turkey and the scotch. Just because a scotch is blended doesn't mean it's crap. if it tastes good, it's good Scotch. You know, same thing with bourbon. People will say wild turkey, and I know what everybody does, at least in my mind. When I hear wild turkey, I think back, oh crap, early military days, college, blah, 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 hangovers, stupidness. Yeah, anything you drink like that is going to leave that kind of impression. It was cheap, it was affordable, it was plentiful, and you know, cheap in price, not cheap in quality. We didn't appreciate it. We just mixed it up and drank it. But as I've grown older and sipped more bourbons and different whiskeys, I've come to realize that again, it's about the taste. And this barrel proof rare breed wild turkey is very good. See right there, that is just a smooth, really smooth mixture of the really nice oak flavor of the barrel with a little bit of vanilla caramel flavor, and it just pairs great with this old dark fire, man. This is a combo right here. You know, and the 116 proof, it's good. This is, I'm not ready to anoint it better than my Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style, because that may be my favorite. But this certainly, for the price point, I would tell you I could probably put this in a blind taste test and tell you it's a $200 bottle of scotch or a bourbon. I'm sorry, and you're probably not going to be able to tell me different unless you are just one hell of an expert palate, and maybe Jimmy Russell himself may be able to pick out the difference. But now this one's good. The McConaughey Long Branch blend that they're doing with McConaughey, Matthew McConaughey, is a good. I told you about the rye earlier, is good. As I've matured down my bourbon journey, I have found that I really am more partial to the barrel proofs, the higher proofs. I don't care, you know, the 80 proofs are fine, they have their place, but daggone, there's something magical about these when you get up to 115, 116, and even higher. You have to, you know, they're not chuggers. You know, I mean, can. That's how you roll. Have at it. But they are fantastic sippers, and that is fantastic bourbon. Don't care. For the price point, it's under 50 bucks. You'd be hard pressed to find a bourbon that good under $50. I'm going to tell you right now. That all day gives Old Forester a run for its money, and it certainly probably is better. I'm going to say this right now, probably is better, in my opinion, than Woodford Reserve. And you guys know I love my Woodford too. So, anyhow, we're coming up on 9, and I got the other components to add in. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Man, it's been a hell of a year. Get out, get outside. You know, it's cloudy here. I'm still going to stay outside and enjoy the day and soak in every bit I can. Get the house cleaned up. Have some buddies coming over Saturday. We're going to do a bonfire and social distance, of course. But we'll do that. Have some pipes and some whiskey and some cigars. The finer things in life. We're just going to enjoy. And I challenge y'all to do that. Is enjoy. And if you know somebody's at home today and they need a bowl or a plate or something, you got an extra wing, take it over to them, man. Go see them, because there's a lot of people that are shut in today that don't have a chance to get out. And we're keeping it low key. It's just Mrs. Buckeye and I today. We're not throwing a big shindig. We're not having people over. And it's not because of COVID. It's just because that's how we wanted to spend our day. We both work tomorrow, so we're going to have a good afternoon and a good dinner and probably go to bed at 8 o'clock and get up and do Friday. Should be a good day. But anyways, folks, take care of your doggone self. Wash your damn hands, too. We'll catch you next time. Old Dark Fire at H.H. McBaren, Wild Turkey Rare Breed, both of them. I'll give both of them 2 thumbs up right now. And we'll spend more time with this old Dark Fire, get to know it, and learn it a little bit better. But it's doggone tasty. Be well, everybody. Take care.